car is on sale, so I might as well just buy it. It's from Benny's.
My friend's girlfriend. I know it's complicated, but basically just 4 people. So me, these 3 other people.
So I'm gonna go customize this car.
We were just chilling.
I love this car, like what it looks like.
The girl that we were with actually preferred drinking over smoking weed. So I remember she's like, I want to drink. Call up someone to get us a bottle. Call someone to get us a bottle. And basically that means that you would call someone basically like a dealer, but instead of selling you weed, they would sell you a bottle of something. And I didn't know what to do.
Did they up the graphics on this? On this game? Because the graphics look on.
Anyone that could get us something illegal. So I just said I'd try. And I was like, alright, I'll be right back. I will try and get someone. So we were actually in a wooded area right now. Like we were in this park where there was slides and like a swing set, and there was these woods right
Oh, this car already has a spoiler.
And we were looking for glass bottles to smash because we're being idiots. But I told him, like, give me a minute, I'm gonna go into the park and call my friend. So
oh, that's dope. The spoiler comes out when you go fast. Like when you stop, spoiler goes in. Yo, that's dope.
I was sitting on the swing set, and I remember calling through my contact list asking, hey, do you know anyone who could get us a bottle? And I kept getting referred to people. And
so I really don't care about money in this game anymore. As you can see, I have not a lot of it. But on my other account, I could sell some Izzy's, and you know. I jump around. Hey, I jump around.
Because I didn't know half the people. So finally I found someone. I remember.
Bam! Let's go. Let's do it.
Sure, man.
Eesh!
I got these types in my house, and I can go out and buy you one. It's just gonna be extra.
All right, buddy.
And,
Let's.
like I'll charge you an extra 5 if you have to make me go to the store and get one. But you know, I have some stuff here, and the only thing I could really think of that like this girl would like, she kept saying vodka. So I was just like, do you have any vodka? And he's like, yeah, I have some in my fridge. And I was like, okay, can you bring me that? He's like, sure, what kind? I have a few different bottles. And I was like, what kind you got? And he said that he had just Grey Goose, and then there was like, he had this weird flavor called like, I can't remember what the flavor was. I think it was some sort of whipped cream. And that's what I said. I was like, you know what, fuck it, just give me the whipped cream. So he brought me this bottle of whipped cream vodka, and it was the weirdest flavor. Like, it didn't even taste like whipped cream. It tasted like almost like a caramel kind of flavor with whipped cream. It was really good, actually. But he brought me the bottle. I remember hopping in his car, and he was actually really cool about it. Since like the person I went through to get to him, he knows him very well. So he gave me a really good deal. He was like, you know, just give me like 40 bucks. And in my area, guys, I know it's probably not really expensive to some of you, but in my area, like getting a bottle delivered to you, especially when you're in a town that's like 20 minutes away from where the kid lives, for 40 bucks is pretty good, especially when you're only, you know, 15 years old. So he came, he brought me the bottle. I thanked him. I actually gave him an extra 5 because I was like, thank you so much for coming out here. And I hopped out of the car, and I had to put it up my shirt, and I had to hobble into the woods with this weird cold bottle in my stomach, and it was so weird. And I got to the woods, and I couldn't find my friends at first, which was really annoying, actually, if you can't find your friends, and you have a cold bottle in your waistline. And I kept looking for them, and I was like, oh my god, where the hell are they? And I had to call my friend, and then basically go an extra 10-minute walk the other way to find them. It was just a big fucking hassle. And I finally got to them, and we had to, like, I remember I got to them, and it was, like I said, it was me, 2 people, and then this kid's girlfriend. And she immediately hugged me for no reason. And I was like, it's just a bottle, like, it's just vodka, you don't have to hug me. And then I joked, I was like, you freaking alcoholic. And we all started laughing, and then we immediately just got this swigging out of this bottle in the woods. Like, we just sat down right, like, there's this little area where, like, there was, like, a really polluted creek, and we could just sit down on this little tree bark that was knocked down, and we sat on this little dead tree and started swigging out of this bottle. And it tasted really good, and, I mean, besides the vodka part, I mean, there was a lot of vodka in there, obviously, because it's vodka, but it just tasted like, the whipped cream part tasted so good. I can't, like, it was this really nice vanilla flavor, and it was really weird and odd because it mixed with that vodka flavor, and it kind of gave it a weird tint, but it was good. Overall, it was really good, and we were getting, like, oh my god, my voice just went out of this world, but we were getting really, like, really buzzed at one point, and I remember, like, dude, we should probably move, because, like, the way we were sitting by this polluted creek, like a really green, disgusting creek with waste in it, and the way we were, there was a street really close to us, like, there was woods, and then, like, a hill, and right there was a street, and there was a sidewalk, and people could easily look through this little part of the trees and see us. I was like, yo, maybe we should go, and he's like, nah, dude, like, we're fine, like, no one ever comes down here. I do graffiti down here. I was like, alright, man. And that reminds me, I actually did graffiti in this story, and not in this story, but there was a story, like, right the day after we ended up going down there and doing graffiti, and we almost got caught doing that, and I'm gonna have to save that for a story, but, we were drinking, okay, and, you know, at that point, I wasn't worrying about shit. Like he said, no one was coming down there, and it was taking a while to kill this bottle, and it took forever. I remember, like, I mean, even though no one was really around, like, I was just still had this feeling in the back of my head, like, wow, like, this is taking a while, what if someone sees us? And I remember I took a sip, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw someone, and, like, I freaked out. I looked at, and I immediately, I tapped my friend, I dropped the bottle, and some of it spilled, and someone had to pick, I remember the one kid went down, and he picked it up, he's like, dude, what the fuck? And, I just got really paranoid. I'm like, look, look, look. And there was for some reason, I don't know, a fuckload of college kids were on the sidewalk. I saw someone walking, and that's when I lost it and dropped the bottle, and I looked up, and there was a fuckload of college kids, and, I just remember, like, freaking out. I tapped all my friends. We were all staring there, like, or we were all sitting there staring, and we were just like, when are they gonna pass? Holy shit. And I just remember this feeling of just anxiety overcoming me. I started to have a panic attack. And that's when I remember, after the college kids passed, you know, no, the college kids didn't care. I don't think any of them even saw us. The college kids passed, and then for some reason, behind all these college kids that were making a shitload of noise, I saw a stroller. And the stroller was rolling by, and there was a girl behind the stroller. And she looked like a late 30s, this girl, and she saw us. She clearly looked at us. Like, there was, like I said, there was this part in the trees where it was split, and then you could see right into the creek where everyone was, and she looked right at us, and my friend was holding the bottle behind his back. We were, you know, think about it this way. You're a girl, you have your baby, you're walking by, and you look over and see 4 kids sitting over a creek with a bottle of vodka behind their backs, and they're all giving you a weird look. Like, that's gonna draw some sort of, you know, creepy feeling. So she saw us and immediately gave us a weird look and, like, squinted to see who we were, and just, like, squinted again, and, like, all my friends were just like, oh my god, don't look. And we all looked the other way, like, trying not to draw attention to ourselves, even though we were already fucked. But she looked at us, and then, like, squinted her eyes to see who we were and couldn't recognize any of us, and then all I just heard was, I'm calling the cops, and she, like, dipped. Like, she said, I'm calling the cops, and then sped walk with her baby away. And at that point, we were just like, oh my god, like, what are we gonna do? Is she lying? Is she just trying to scare us? And, like, we were like, alright, let's just relax, and we'll get rid of anything they can have on us. And that's when I was just like, no, dude, I'm getting up, I'm leaving, I'll meet you back at your house, I'm out. I stood up and I started walking into, there was like a parking lot, and once you get out of the woods, like I said, there was a park, and then there was a parking lot. And I went to the parking lot, and my one friend that I was staying at his house, he came with me, because I was going to his house. And the other two, the one kid with his girlfriend dipped, and I was just like, no, we're out of here. So me and my
Would a
friend
purple go
started
good?
walking, and the minute we started walking, like I said, he lives really close to Main Street. He lives really close to this park. We got to his house, and thank God, he lives in like an area where you can see the main roads. We actually looked out the window, and I remember seeing the cop cars. Like, we saw a few cop cars patrolling the town like they always do, and, like, we kind of got, like, we weren't that nervous at this point, because we thought, oh, she just scared us, like, they're just patrolling like they always do. And we decided to walk out of the house, and like I said, we were buzzed, we were pretty much drunk, and I remember, like, stumbling, and I didn't drink a lot. My friend, actually, one of my, the kid that I said who kills bottles, he drank a lot of it, because I didn't want to have the whole thing and puke everywhere. We went out of the house and went up to the main street, and we saw sirens went on, and then a few extra squad cars were sent out, and they went right to the area where we were drinking, and we weren't close enough to the point where they would notice us, but we were, like, down the street, like, watching this whole thing happen, and a huge crowd actually ended up forming, just watching what was going on, and I know one cop actually came out and was like, you guys gotta get moving, and we were just like, okay, officer, and we just dipped, like, we went right back to his house, and I remember